Whenever you are building a business, you must be prepared mentally, you must be prepared spiritually, and you must be prepared financially. Now, let me break these down as quickly as possible. There is no one that you can make a connection with that they would have started out with their business and it was just smooth sailing from that time onward. Because you are stepping into something new, and new meaning new for you. You are stepping into an arena that is going to pull the excellency from your perspective and also enable you to make decisions that you are going to learn along the way so that you have mental fortitude. When it comes to the arena of business, you are talking about a product or a service that you are 100% sold on. And because you believe in this product, this has now become your platform. This has now become your gateway in which you are using to share and to bring wholesome truth into a new horizon. I want you to understand that in having mental toughness is one of the most profound and longevity and solid root system you can ever build. I want to give you a reference. Some years ago, there was a game that was taking place. I don't remember the exact teams, but I know it was between the Wizards as well as LeBron James, either playing for the Miami Heat or he was playing for the Cavaliers. What would have happened is, at the time, the opposing team, they were looking and they were positioning themselves to be victorious. It went to a point where, they were battling it out, and there were some free throws that was given to Gilbert Arenas. And all he had to do at the time was just sink those free throws, and it would have been game over. LeBron James, all he did within that time was just to look the opponent in the eyes and confidently let him know, if you miss these, it's game over. And of course, he was not thinking about that initially. But when it was the beginning of the first free throw, this is a guy that is great when it comes to shooting free throws. And what would have happened? He missed the first free throw. What? What just happened? And would you believe that LeBron James played on that and let him know that, listen, man, yes, you just need to miss one more. And that's it. And surely the second free throws were missed. And this is a guy that is a high percentage free throw shooter. Now, he would have had to go through a series of mental drill to build his mental fortitude right after losing out to LeBron James and the team, because his psychology was destroyed or was messed up. I'm using this analogy because I want you to know, you may have a great idea for a vision, for a business, for a model, for a blueprint, a book, whatever it is. You have to be very careful, because you may go to a family member, you may go to a friend, having good intention, hoping that they're going to be your biggest cheerleader and cheer you on, only to know that they're saying, what are you doing? Stop wasting time. Get a job. Put that down. Why are you extending yourself? You ain't no expert. You will hear all sorts of feedback, negative feedback that you were not expecting. Before you even get started, you start to believe and you start to overemphasize, and you're saying, man, what am I doing? I'm just going to waste my time. And so that same mindset that you were running from in rinse and repeat, not getting anywhere quickly enough to make an impact or an imprint on society, what becomes is you latching on to the belief system from the next person or from what they would have shared, and that now becomes your reality. The mind is a powerful thing, and you have to ensure that you're working on your mind to ensure that you build the right fortitude, not to be in any doubt, nor be in any worry, nor you allowing yourself to be defeated without giving yourself a fighting chance. I'll give you another example. There are many traders out there that would share with me, and I've seen where they would have done their markup, their analysis. They would have been studying, looking at the different time frames, see the trade, and either one or two things. Before taking the trade, you started second guessing yourself because you're saying, man, I don't want to go into this trade because if I do go into this trade, I'm going to be losing money. And you start to do all of that analyzing and over guessing, and you don't enter the trade. And when you see that trade play out, you're saying, oh my God, man, if I had just went into the trade, I know I would have been successful. And you never entered the trade. Why? Because you went ahead of yourself and you start to now decipher what you think will happen, should happen, not happening, and all these different variables. And before you give yourself a fighting chance, you already count yourself out. On the next side, you would have done all those markup. You would have seen the trade happening. You jump in the trade. And while in the trade, instead of you going about your business, instead of you staying the course, forgetting about that, putting all the different things in place, your stop loss, your take profit, you are opening up the screen constantly. You are watching every tick, every move, every shake, and you see yourself getting like 10 pips, 15 pips. And you know you could have stayed in more to benefit even before it hit that take profit. And you jump out the trade. And when you see that trade play out, you're saying, man, if I only stayed in the trade, I would have seen success. What is the point of this? The point of this is for you to understand that just as how you see others are becoming great and they are excelling and they are making moves and waves, you are also a move maker. You are also a move shaker. Greatness is there within you, but you have to ensure that your mind is right, having the right mindset, so that you can see things play out in the right, effective way. The next thing that you want to do is ensure that the principles that are shared, and some of the biggest principles that you can apply to your lives, it comes from the scriptures. When we speak about having the fear of God, which is the beginning of wisdom, we're talking about you being in a place where you are ensuring that you are having your mindset right by connecting with the man above that has your great intention at heart. I want to share something real quick with you so you can understand what I'm talking about. I'm reading here from Galatians 6, right? And Galatians 6 verse 9, it says, and let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Now, that is self-explanatory. When you apply good, when you put good out into the atmosphere, when you put good out daily, when you make an effort to give of the best that you have, I promise you it is coming right back. Many times when it's coming back, you may not be able to see it directly, but it's happening, I promise you. Some of the quick moves that we make by not feeling or believing that things are happening behind the scenes, just like that trade, you jump out, you opt out, and not giving it a time or giving it enough chance to move and to take control. God has given you the ability for you to create, as we spoke about him being the ultimate creator, and we also having that creative genes that is inside of us. So you have to allow yourself to be aligned with God, and by aligning yourself with God, you are applying what you are learning as it comes to the scriptures, as I just read. So you are being cautioned to always apply good out into the atmosphere, good towards anyone that you meet, good in ensuring that your family, those that are around, you're doing things that are of good nature. Now, persons can say here that when it comes to good, that can speak to relativity. I understand where you might be going with this, because my good may not be the good that you consider to be the good for me. Let me explain. Let us say I have $1 million, right? And I want to give you $1 million. If I take $1 million and I give to you, that might be one of the worst things that I ever did for you. Why? You're saying, but no, give her the money, give him the money. That would be the best move to make because they're in need of the money and so on and so forth. And chances are when they receive the money, that money might go just like that. Why? Because there's not proper money management skills. So what are some of the things that I can do for you in that position? Instead of me taking that $1 million and hand it into your hands just like that, I could offer a solution to train you, a solution to give you a course, a solution to point you in a direction where you can develop some skills, some awareness, some knowledge that you need so you can better improve upon yourselves before you are even offered that money. Or I could have used that same money, and instead of me giving you that physical cash, I put most of it into a system that is going to help you to be able to duplicate, to multiply all that money 10, 20, 50 times over. For example, so you're learning the skills of how to do better money management skills, or there's some employment that takes place for you to have a manager or to have a personal assistant, and they are supposed to be handling your affairs, right? Ensuring that things are moving about properly. I may have also invest in a business for you, start a business so that business can be registered, that business can get funded, can have all the criteria and all the tools that it needs to get started and to be maintained, right? And you start to have this hands-on approach where the business is operational, right? So you have to now be in a position where you're reporting to those that are within your management system so that there's some accountability and so on. I'm just using an example here so you can see and so you can get what I'm speaking about, because this flows also into the finances that we mentioned earlier. But once you begin to understand step by step the whole play out, you start to realize that the application for your life, the application for you to actually see the bigger picture, the deeper results, it starts to become and feel much easier. But it does not happen immediately. It takes time. It takes the willingness to drive, to persist, and you speak about perseverance, for you to believe that there is going to be a silver lining at the end of the tunnel. So when we speak also about finances, we're talking about ensuring that what you have, you're ensuring that that funding is going to the different areas. And finances also speak of your time management, how you manage your time, right? We have 24 hours in the day. So you know that you can't be spending all your time on one thing. You have to now look at what your day, structure it in such a way, and that is why you have like personal assistants, or if you don't have one, you are building now the right habits. So you're applying day by day, step by step, hour by hour, how you're going to be addressing different things as it may play out in the course of the day. Now, at the beginning, you may not be seeing things matriculate as to how you would have expected it, but the application process has started. The only thing left for you to do right after this is to follow up. You're following up. You're applying yourself daily. So you're checking stock. You're ensuring that you have all that is needed for stock to be available on the social media platform or in the online arena. This is you getting up, creating content. You're posting. You're establishing yourself. You're bringing information that is helpful. You are solving a problem. You are turning up, you're showing up, you're turning on that camera, and you're making content available. It may also be that you're teaching. It may also mean that you're creating a product that is going to be beneficial for others. It could be that you're offering a drop shipping service where someone is in need of a particular product or service, and you are able to play that middleman, and you're able to merge them for them to be able to be connected to that product or service. And then you have persons like affiliate marketers and affiliate personas that would have shared a link, and through that link everything is explained and they can make a purchase or an educated decision for themselves, all because you played your part and you turned up and you are applying yourself daily.